December 27th. We're going to see if we can quickly hunt this last half of the box of nickels before I start back checking. I've already started doing some back checking. Had not found anything yet, as in beehives or die cracks, anything like that, but I got live up on my computer. We are good to go. So, we're half the box hunted. We're going to do the other half tonight as fast as possible. So let's start back checking. And this is the last box of the year. The last box. Okay. Trying to turn down the. Okay, now I have to volume down. So I am in. So if you come in, please say something in chat. I will acknowledge you. So we're going to go ahead and open up. So already 125 rows of nickels. We got 3 in the 40s. No silver yet. We got 4 in the 50s, and we got a couple of the 60s. And we got some the West Virginia nickels, which I'm going to search for on die chips and stuff later. I'm not going to keep them unless they got something wrong with them, because I got enough already that I saved. So basically what I do is I start out between the old style. Oh, I need more light. Well, this is the new style. So I separate those from these. And there's a 71. You kind of keep the S nickels. They did make business strikes from 68 through 70. Before they streak and went to making proofs at San Francisco. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sorting them out. Now the old style I do check, because that's where you find your silvers at. There's an 84P, and that's actually a nice one too. One step basically, but it's a nice one. It's be a good, nice, cheap album book type of nickel. I'm talking about the ones you buy for like, for $5. 64 Denver. Now, anything from 89 on back, you can find RPMs. There we go, a little spiky. Every now and then I will stop and just to check, see where we at on here. And we got a little spiky beehive right there. Early stage of one. Those have been put off to the side, but most of the time I'm not searching those. I'm back checking those later, like early in the mornings when I get up and all that. I back check those. I'm filling out tubes. 79 Denver. I will go back and back check these also. Just got a lot of crud on it. But die cracks on reverse. Hey, Melissa. My Arca Rich. Hey. Somebody knows Bobby Mills. I'm hunting for silver and nickels. Sorting them out. And when I'm doing old styles, I'm checking the dates for anything anything that looks like this, looking for older nickels. I do separate these out. I do back check them. I used to not back check them, so no telling how many beehives I lost. There's a 74. Plus on the 75, there's a D that's like even with the number. I'm looking for that one. That is a major mint error because it's not supposed to be that high. And we got a piece. So on these, that's Denver, but on the Phillies, you can find die chips in the letters and stuff. I'm still looking for a spear bison. There's only on the Denvers. from that series. Okay. Old style. Okay. So two separate buckets for these nickels. So that's one down. This is the fast way, and if I was to scope each one, it takes about a half hour to scope each roll of nickels, almost. Looking for mint errors. I just like to do one every so often just to see if I find something. So no silver yet. Hopefully we find silver. This is the last box of the year. Try to do I've been alternating between a box of nickels and 10 rows of quarters, or how many I can get without. Minimum's gonna be 10 rows of quarters. Customer rat. Oh, we got 54. Okay, here we go. And we got a bit of Ring of Death. That's okay. We'll keep it anyway. And that is a Denver. So what was the other 54? Was that a Denver also? Yeah, so we got two 54 Denvers. So, and since I can't get rows of pennies no more, we'll be hunting nickels. 69. I'm going to go by getting some nickel books for beginning of next year. I'm going to go through my existing nickel books and make a list, see what I need to finish filling those out. And I'll have a cheat sheet list of what I need. So we'll definitely be filling out books. I do have 3 rows of, oh, we got a little bit of damage here, but we have a little spike beehive right there, a little tiny one there. Oh, that's damaged there. So beehive should not be there. Looking for buffalo nickels, V nickels. I have yet to find a V nickel. I've had buffalo nickels in the past show up. Now, this beginning early stage of dye deterioration. You can see it looks like the P mint mark is double, but it's not. The doubling on this P is a lot bigger, so it's the beginning of dye deterioration. And it's not RPM. Now, they did not make mint sets in 82 and 83, so you will definitely keep the better 82s and 83s. Now, it's not going to be one I would keep because it's got a big old gash in it. 97. So I will be back checking these this week coming up and all next week. I'm going to the bank on Monday. I'll tell them what I need for the following week. So I'm going by the bank on Monday to let them know if I want a box of nickels or if I'm just picking up rows of quarters. Cleveland Philly. Like I said, every now and then I like to check these newer style coins for mint errors. '74. But once we get to the holiday season, when I get a box of nickels, I will not stop until they're all separated out on a Friday night. This is 64 Denver. Yep, I guessed that one right. It's got marks across the back of it. 91. Wrong stack. Okay, 94 Philly. Most of the beehives do occur on the Philadelphia Mint nickels. Occasionally you can find an early stage of a beehive on Denver. Not often, but you can. Lego Monkey, hello. Hi, S. Hey, Hogs, did you get the email with the link for the Discord? 'Cause I got it and emailed it to you. I'm gonna be doing a video soon to show you how to photograph money, the coins. You got pretty much down to a good science. I don't know why I'm checking these. We're looking for proofs. Last box of nickels I had a 72 proof. So I got my coin collector. I've only found 3 proof nickels. Okay, this is 75D. This is where the mint mark is supposed to be at. Sometimes it's down here. The area you're looking for is right up in this area. The higher this is, the better chance you might have a mint error. There is a tolerance that they have. So, find one is hard. Holy cow! We got ourselves a buffalo. A real buffalo nickel. Do we have a date? No date. No mint mark. Shall I find the date? Do y'all want me to find the date? Shall I find the date on this buffalo nickel? I think I will. Where's my nickel date? I just saw the bottle. Look at ourselves a buffalo. Now I can't find my nickel date and I got $2 of it. I got 2 bottles of nickel date and I can't find either one. This is not good. We're going to find a date on that buffalo nickel. There ain't no way it was supposed to be dry already. Just spilled them all like 10 minutes ago. Where's my nickel date at? God dog it. Well, I'll find it in a minute. We want to nickel date and get a date off of that buffalo nickel. So y'all saw it. Y'all saw the buffalo nickel. Then that's the second one this year I found roll hunting. Dog is up here on the desk. Been moving stuff around here. I don't know what I did with it. 77. I want to get a system where y'all can see my table. When I pull out the coins out of the rolls. I hadn't decided which one that I wanted. I need one that where I can plug my phone into it as a camera and my Logitech camera for for videos. Because what y'all seeing is through my cell phone. I'm selling for a Nicodate. I got 2 bottles. I've got I gotta get this room reorganized anyway because they're getting ready to build some shelving. Put into here. No, what happened to my Nicodate? I really don't know what happened to it. We've been doing Nicodate on coins here recently, and I found it. Okay, let's see if we can get a date off this buffalo. It's damaged. We may be able to get a date. I doubt it. And this does damage the nickel. So that's the Nicodate. Sometimes the date starts showing up as soon as you put the stuff on. Sometimes you gotta let it sit a bit. So I'm gonna let it sit a bit while I open up the next roll. Hey, Cajun Coin Hunter. Welcome to Cajun Coin Hunters up. Man, I want to try to come out and see you this weekend coming up, but I doubt if it's going to happen. Some other stuff has come up recently. I have an old towel, but I may have to use something else to dry that off with. So I got some cup, some water in it. I don't know what I did with it. It's a glass jar. It's got rubbing alcohol in it, but that'll work. Okay. That's okay. I can wash it off. I can wash it off later. Now let's see what we got. Bit stinky, that's funny. There's damage on this coin. So we're gonna put a little bit more on there. I might not be able to get a date. I only had a few times where I couldn't get a date off a coin. But we do know this. It's not the 1916 double die feather. We know it's not the two feather variety. You get all three feathers there. Okay. Let's sit a little bit longer. Sometimes you gotta dip him 2 or 3 times, put the stuff on there. $73, $64, Philly. $61, where will we be keeping this one? This is a Denver. What was the other one I got? Was that a Denver also? Yeah, I got 2 61 Denvers. A bunch of the newer nickels. I do have to go back and filter out for 24 Denvers. That is a low managed 2009. It's another year. This is the early stage of die deterioration on the nickel. 2003. So I should check the shiny ones out every so often. Nope, nothing there. Six. I know it's gonna be silver when I see a big mint mark above that dome. I know that's when I got silver. Don't need to scope that. If I want to see if it's RPM or something like that, yeah, I would have to scope it. 52, okay. We're in the right direction towards 50. So Philly's got a little some damage to it. So we got 5 different dates on 50s, with 54 Denver being 2 of them. I don't know yet. I'm having to redo it. It didn't show up. Let's see. I see a 2. See a 2 or a 6. I mean, an 8 or a 6 right there. So we're going to do it one more time. So 1920 something, I can tell you that much. After this, I won't be able to do it no more. It's starting to eat away a little bit more of it. Yep. Can be the last one of that row. Nickels. So those who haven't seen a box of nickels, they come 50 rolls to a box. They're 5 across, 10 deep. So we just finished up. So 20, this is roll 30 out of the box. Oh, shoot. Just put that on top of that buffalo nickel. God dog it. Oh, it's the 1920. And I'm not going to try to do it for a mint more. Unless I saw a partial mint mark, then I would do it, but I'm not going to try it. So we're just going to call it 1920 Philly. The horn's gone. This is basically this is a P1 nickel. Well, at least we end up the end of the year with at least a total of 3 buffalo nickels found. The more you hunt nickels, the more often you got a chance of finding them. Another 54. Denver. That's our third 54 Denver. Got some junk on the back of it. $41. Okay. We'll take that one too. 41S. And it was like that's an RPM. I have to look that one up later. So do we have another 41? There's a 40. 42. What was this one? Oh, that's not even go there. Huh. That's Westwood Journey. So now I got 40, 41, 42. Missing all the rest of the 40s. Here's an 83 Philly. Let's see what it's like on the back. Hey, this is a nice one. It got some steps on it. Some slight damage, but yeah, we keep that one. Any more nickel tubes? Probably going to pick up some Tuesday since I got to go to the bank on Monday. There's a 70S. This is not a proof. This is a regular business strike. It's hard to find those here in South Louisiana. That's why I keep all the S ones. They're for the books. Yes, these are from a road build guy. The 42, Denver. Found out last week. I ain't tell Phil guy what I just did with the buffalo nickel. Well, that's my third buffalo nickel of the year. That's the first one I had a nickel date this year that I found roll hunting. I almost have partial dates. $92. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, that goes here. Well, unfortunately, I had to put the acid on it 3 times to get the date to show up. Do I not found in a while on the nickels is an improper alloy mix. Where you see a little bit of the copper come through the nickel. I found one of those in a long time. Probably about 15 months. Hey, we got another 54. Denver, that's the fourth one. I'm just speed separating these out. I'm checking the older ones for dates. Now I'll start back checking these. If I get this done tonight, finishes off this box tonight, I'll start back checking tomorrow during the day. Like in the morning I get up. Actually, I need to go to the grocery store in the morning. I'm out of coffee creamer. 2004 Philly Keelboat. It's a fourth or fifth one of those. I'll probably start doing the nickels like this because it does take a while to check nickels. I am saving for New Year's Eve. I have 3 more rows of Lincoln Cents to open up from the last box that I got. So New Year's Eve, I will be opening up those 3 rows here on YouTube. And don't know what else I'm doing. We got a die chip between the E and R. Oh, we got a beehive between the FS. So we take that one off. Every now and then I will check. Still looking for 24 Denvers, 2009s. Both Philly and Denver on those. So are the Phillies also for 2024. I'm going to tape together to mail to somebody in exchange for a row of 24 Phillies. Because he can't get the Denvers in his area. I think this year he's only found like 3 or 4. And he didn't get any at all last year. So I'm going to trade him a row for a row. Denver. 99. 83. That one I'm not going to keep because it's all gunked up. It's easy. I can separate nickels faster than I can hunt for errors. Because you start hunting for errors, especially doubling, you got websites to look at. It takes time to scroll. I use, when we did it at work, I use off-brand creamer. Probably has a little bit better taste than community coffee creamer does. Wednesday, I'm going to take my truck in to get the oil change. I don't know if I have a leak or if that engine's may be starting to burn oil on that truck that we got. I had 3 quarts of oil to it today because the oil light came on. Actually, it beeped at me. So now when actually bought a longer funnel, it's easier for me to reach the engine like that because I can't climb. 2004, man. Now I'm starting getting West Virginia stuff. It's Buffalo. That's right. That goes there. Peace. green junk on this one. 7, it's like gum or something, or makeup. So while I get done with all this live feed, we will put the camera down and go through everything. Here's another nice 80. It's got some damage to it. I'm not going to keep that one. But it's got steps on it, I'm keeping them. Another 70S. Like I said, down here in South Louisiana, we don't see them that often, but when we do, you usually get them batches. I've gone boxes without getting any S's. All of a sudden, then I start getting a slew of them. So 92 Philly. It'd be nice to find one silver to end off the year with the silver. 75 Philly. I need to email Digging Dave because he runs two to three cameras when he roll hunts. And then figure out what he's using to control all of his cameras with. Some type of board or something. Let's see. Well, I don't know what the score of the game was. Last time I looked, LSU was losing to Houston. They started with a bang, opening kickoff, touchdown. Kickoff return for a touchdown, and then they've been struggling ever since. But half the linemen are not even at the game. Offense or defense, I think. And the story quarterback out being still injured, that affects the ball game too, but hey, they were scoring points. Like I said, these get scoped for dates. 2002. It's funny how early stage dye deterioration on the numbers and letters, but the Philadelphia mint mark's okay on some of these nickels. I noticed that. Buffalo? Is it Denver? Nope, Philly. I want a dye chip along the head right there on that side. Oh, look, we got a dye chip on where the ear. Oh, no, wait, that's probably supposed to be there. That's probably the ear. I'll check on the next one. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. You signed a scholarship to play for LSU. You need to play. Or you pay for your tuition. Yeah, we're going to keep that one just for the heck of it. I have one 83 tour sets. Those things didn't sell for a lot of money. I got on it cheap. I have an 81 and an 83. Do you not have an 82? They're both mine are from Denver, though. Too much damage. If the front's okay, I'll keep it, but if it's too much damage, I'm putting it back. I was going here earlier, but I was watching a movie on my phone. Silver is $79. In fact, today I went about 4 coal $half, 3 are Walking Liberties, 2 are Benjis, and the coals are now $30 a pop. The coals used to be like $15. No, $30 a pop. It did buy me another. Okay, here we go. For those who have not seen this, this is beginning of die deterioration or machine doubling on the Denvers. I've not found anything like this on the Philadelphia Mint ones, but I keep finding them on the Denver Mint. And people are buying them. I refuse to sell something that's not a true error. Just die deterioration. Oh, maybe I'll sell. They sell on eBay is where they sell at. There's an 81 Philly, a dirty nickel. $70 Denver, nice strike on it, but I'm not going to keep it. Got some damage to it. So I'm just separating. Back check is going to come this week later on into next week. 64. 9 RPM on that one. If I see an RPM, it's going to get pulled. Box of nickels just fell over. I know that's going to happen. Okay. So this rolls down inside that box so it won't fall over. No, I saw some a while back to get my computer fixed. Now I wish I would have waited. I got almost twice as much money for what I sold. But Monday I'm going to bank pulling some out to get to my kids. They're going to go on a trip with their church. 72 Denver. Those numbers are extra thick. Look how thick the number is, the 7 to 2. But I do know that as the dies wear, the numbers and letters do get thicker. I actually called and talked to somebody one time about the US Mint about that. Every now and then, a spot check look for the 24s in 2009. So like I said, I'm back checking later. If I get this box done tonight, I'll start back checking tomorrow. Nope, cops chasing somebody. Here, cars outside going down the highway near my house. No, 2005 Buffalo. Yeah, okay, that is in here. Okay. 97. Got a little looking one here. What we got? 61. Denver. Started 61 Denver. Well, if we're going to find another Canadian coin in here. Not only did we find a 72 proof, we found Canadian proof in the last box that I had. Yes. Yeah, we got 48. We got another, okay, we got our fourth 40th date, and it's a Philly. So we skipped the war years from 42 and jumped to 48. Now, if I got enough money on me when I go to the bank, see, the bank's going to be open Wednesday. What's this? I may go to pick up a few more rolls of nickels. I don't know what I'm going to do for New Year's Eve. I hate just to open up 3 rolls of pennies. Finish out the year, how many wheats and all that I found for the year. Unfortunately, I lost all my spreadsheet stuff. I lost my hard drive. So I got to recreate. I ain't recreate the penny one. I'm creating one for nickel hunts. I got them on Google Drive. I can always recall off of Google Drive. Tonight was a good night. I made $60 at Domino's. They let these people do this feature now, and they don't have to sign for their receipts. It really makes me mad because that means I usually don't get a tip. Now, sometimes I take money to the door. These people didn't take any money to the door, or you don't need doormat. You can't ask for a tip either. Now, if I'm finding 24 Denvers in this box, it'll be the first time that's ever happened. I was finding them last year, about starting maybe in October. Started finding 24 Denvers in the boxes. Little tiny spiky beehive. I ain't gonna worry about that one. Let's just see something else. No. Let's do a few more videos to make from what Dirty Water sent me on the beehives. I got the stage 3, 4, and then I got the dye chips. There's strictly dye chips in the letters. Now, some of the beehives that I showed, they had dye chips in the letterings. I went ahead and kept those with the beehives. Sometimes those dye chips can be markers for a double dye. $73. Okay. Oh, it's about half and half on Rose on Nichols, the old style, new style. What? $140 of, oh my God. That's crazy. I thought about doing that. I didn't do it. Now I wish I would have. I think Mo Hunt Silver or somebody up there, they got $200 of pennies stacked. I don't understand why they recalled all the pennies back to the Federal Reserve. I just don't understand. Rumor has it they put all the copper coins and melted them down to make the new copper Lincoln cents. But there's no way you could have done that in time. No, that's Denver. But I already knocked these stacks of nickels over once already. By accident. That was Christmas night. Christmas Day night. Got back from my parents trying to get my headset to work that I got for Christmas from my kids. Can't get the mic to work with the computer. I think I need a new box to plug into that goes into the computer. See, I showed my son that was a USB one. That's one I wanted. They gave me one that's the RCA jack. USB's better because it just works automatically. $62, Denver, 9 RPM. We'll start pulling those out next month with the new boxes that I get. $94, $80. It's real quick when I had a look for silver. It's doing it like this. 69S. It's all tore up. And we'll let that one go. $2008. And you tell that dye is wearing down, you start seeing metal flow lines from the dyes hitting the planchets. Wow. Tell you what, if they change the composition of the nickels, these older nickels, you're gonna see the value skyrocket. They're talking about changing the composition up. We got a black one here. This 2008 is black. I don't know if it's dirt or what. At least, no, let's talk about the pennies though. I do know you're going to be able to order rows of pennies from the Mint's website. They're going to have them in proofs, and they're talking about just making them for proof sets only. After that, they may make them just for Mint sets only, which will be NIFC Lincoln cents. And the proof sets for 2025 are $250 minimum at coin shows now. My coin dealer went to a coin show, asked him to see if he could get one for me. 66. And they were $250 a pop at a coin show. They only made a limited number of those too. I think, God, I want to say 500,000 maybe slightly more than that. Now I wish we ordered more than what it did back in April when they came out. I ain't checked for bars. No bars. Okay. Here's another one, but it's not 47. Okay. So now we got 47. 48. They get a mint mark on that 47. Philly. Some damage going right across through it. That is not a mint error. That is a big giant scratch across it. $79. Yeah, I went to my local coin shop yesterday. Guy's in there selling all his silver that he had. It was a nice amount. Bunch of walkers and he had $50 walkers, Benjis. So I went back today and picked out 3 walkers and 1 Benji. Trying to find my Benji book to put them in. But the one I bought today is a 52 Denver. Finish off the 47 walkers. So on 4 coins, I spent $120. I still have quarters I got to put into flips to put into my binder for this year. So probably next weekend, we'll go through the binder of all my finds. And there are some West Point quarters in that binder. I think I put 1 or 2 in there. I think this year I had 2 total. The West Point quarters. Hey, y'all, no calling names like that in my channel. Please be nice. I do not like that. I did have 2 rows of them, circa 2,000 nickels. I've been trying to get all mint wrap West Virginia nickels. I got some mint wrap. I got some that are they're toning on the end. They're toning yellow from the wrap, the ink on the wrap from the U.S. Mint's website. Oh, well, the fulfillment center, which is in Texas. I wonder how many fulfillment centers they actually have for the U.S. Mint. That'd be a good thing to look up. I might do that tonight when I'm trying to go to sleep. Now I got a die chip between the E and the R. We'll find it later. I get it back out again. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I got enough of those. They're the same size die chip for the same year. A2. Yeah, too much damage. I want to see like at least 1 step or 2 going across the back of Monticello on these nickels. It's got a partial step, but it's not enough to keep. Now I wish I would have known about those mint sets now being made in 82 and 83. I probably would have several BU rolls or AU rolls, basically put them out of circulation. Okay. Did you find anything in them? Full steps? If you find full steps, anything in the late 60s, if you get at least a 67 higher, you're talking about major money. I saw a BU roll set go, a BU roll of 68 and 69. Each went for last night on Whatnot for almost $80 a roll. People looking for those full steps, and they're willing to pay money for them. And I know people, they go buy the mint sets and they still can't get full steps on them. Because the way they were shipped, the coins, the steps got mushed in shipping. The way they ship them now in the plastic, you got a better chance of getting full steps off of those than you do our rolls or bags. This one's all chewed up. This will not be going to the bank because it will get rejected by the machine or jam it up. I've seen those actually jam up the machine at the bank. So I just put it with my zinc rock pennies, which I plan on making an end table out of. In fact, I'm going to go get 2 trees taken down in my yard. One's a water oak. Look at the guy cut me off a couple of thin slices, if he could. And what I may do is hollow them out, smooth them into an epoxy pour, put the pennies in, and make me an end table. Like round end tables out of them. So what I do on that is get it, flatten it out. I got chisels and all that. I can grind it out, get them smooth. Surprise. There we go, the spiky beehive right there. Right where that stain is. So what I do is just smooth them out and pour 1 layer of epoxy, let it dry hard. 9 RPM. And then what I do, while I pour another layer, when it gets tacky, put in the 69s. Put in the coins in. Once they get good and hard and get all the air bubbles out, you can use a hot gun or an air gun to blow the air bubbles out. Then start pouring the layers up until they hollow. And I'm thinking about maybe putting LED lights inside of it. Kind of light them up. Okay, we're getting down to the last 10 rows. Now that, did it have, I didn't know it. That's crazy. 12,000, you got 39, you got 13. That's a high number. Now I did buy from somebody today and whatnot, 54 graded is MS64. I think it's a 54 full bell line, the Franklin $50. Almost one. Say, hey, I got one. And now I bought 2 1946S nickels from him. The only thing I had in, he opened up my book. I actually had one in there. But one of the ones I got was actually an upgrade to what I had in the book. One of those, some dude ran me up to like $19 for a 46S. The next one he ran, I got it for $5. I saw something on here, but could have been an illusion. $64. Dye deterioration. You can see how bad the everything starting to become muddy from the dye. Sometimes I can't sleep at night, especially on weekends, so I kind of research some of this stuff to learn more about it. So one of the goals I got for next year coming up is all the copper coins I've saved. Actually, I need to get all my wheat sorted out by date. First, I'm done by decade. I'm going to go back to each decade, sort them out by date. Then by the mint mark, because some of those dates have multiple mint styles. So then I'll go back and separate out by mint styles. If you go to Variety Vista and look at the mint mark styles and the copper coins, you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, that was in the wrong pile. Like 44S has two different mint styles. I'll say the 52, 53 has three different mint styles for the Denver. And the 46S has three different mint styles, or two. You got the Ball S, which I have one of those. That's actually an FS number. So sometimes I'm studying the mint styles on Variety Vista when I'm laying in bed at night. That is cool. That's actually not a bad price if you really think about it. Did you get... You want to pay for it to get a crack green bean on there? A cat green bean? Not crack, cat. Because I would. Unless they got some higher grades, then it probably wouldn't really be worth it. I don't blame you. You know, sometimes they go to these coin shows. I don't know if you got a big one near you. Sometimes they go to the big coin shows. And you just go to the next coin show and pick it up. But I don't blame you on that. I agree with you on that. Sometimes you want to be careful. Or you can have the post box office hold it for you where you pick it up from them. Right now, the most expensive coin I've got that's graded is a Cheerios penny from NGC. I bought one for $6 off of Whatnot. The guy was not happy about that. Or he wanted a buck and go with it. So I sent off for grading after studying it. I can only study one side of it. Came back at MS67. With them, they suggested retail price is $4.50. Now, I don't know if it's gone up or down since last time I checked. And I'm starting to think, I was married at the time those came out. I want to say we actually had a Sacagawea dollar. Oh, but I think the ex-wife took it. I am not sure. And she don't remember. I said, Lori, it's a $20,000 coin. Raw. She's supposed to be looking for it and let me know. I said, look, you find it. I'll pay for it to get graded, and we sell it, and we get half. We split it. Because I told her I can go back after her after all the years of being divorced. I could go back after her for half the value of it through the court system. So she's looking for it. If she finds it, she's gonna let me know. But I don't think she has it no more. I think she maybe spent it or something. Dude, man, get green bean on that coin be fantastic. A 39 proof with a reverse of 40. Yeah. I want to say their offices are in Florida. CAC is. I'm not sure where they're located at. I never even looked that up. I'll tell you this though. I know that when I put a CAC green bean sticker on any Annex coin, and Annex was the first grading company in the country. They already said they would not touch Annex with the green bean. I do have a graded Indian head scent from Annex and those soapbox. I would too. I was gonna say, man, if they're in Florida, I'll take a Disney trip while I'm there. I wouldn't go to an airport. You know, I'm actually 4.5 hours from 5 hours from Florida, where I live at, depending on traffic. Look up coin shows for around near you and see and find if CAC's going to be at those coin shows. They're big enough. Sometimes I think they go to 3 a year. They're big. I know they go to one in Baltimore, the Whitman show. I think they go to the A&A show. Now, why would they hide that message? Oh, hey, Copper Bones, your message, I am eyeballing a 39 proof, 66 with an RPM. Got hell for me to view. And it's the eyeballing. That's one of the key words that they hold a message back on. Just so you know, to me it's not offensive, but they think it is. Yeah, I can show it. Years unattributed. That's to make it harder. You check Variety Vista and Wexler's for to get it attributed. Denver. Come on. We're getting towards the end of the box. I want silver. There was a while this year I was getting silver in change. In change at convenience stores. And not since maybe June. That has happened to me. Now, I've had somebody at one of the convenience stores ask me, because they know collect coins, no one know what the big mint mark above the dome was. I said, that's silver. I can't lie to them. Even silver nickels, culls, are going for almost $5, $6 a pop now due to the price of silver. Fake quarters? As in, what type of fake quarters are you talking about? That's possible if they're doing like the 40, 50s and on back, the silver quarters, it's possible they could be faked by China. I haven't heard any quarters being fake. I know the Morgan dollars, peace dollars, the braided hairs, flowing hairs, all those have been faked. I ain't heard any fake quarters, moderns, but old ones, yeah. The other shop I go to here in Baton Rouge, where I live at, they actually had a fake 1909 SVDB. The S was below the last 9 in the date, and it was around mint style. Well, it looked like if somebody made a reverse die and tried to hand punch it, and they did it in the wrong spot. Because I walked in, the ladies asked me, "Hey, we want to know if you can tell us what's wrong with this one." I looked at it and said, "It's a fake." So this is not even where it's supposed to be at on the coin. And the guy was there that brought it in. He wanted to know. He was trying to get a couple $1,000 for it. They kept telling him it was fake. I just happened been walking in that day, and I said, "Sir, let me show you where the S is supposed to be at." So I pull up Coinfax and show him where the S there is supposed to be at. And then I proved even more when I knocked the S off the coin. It had been glued down with one of those strong glues that you can buy. I can't think of the name of them. Super glue. So it looked like it's, at first I thought it looked like somebody tried to punch it, but there's no metal flow. That has a normal 75. This is actually a nice strike. You see the lips, the nose, and back's messed up. So we're getting down. We got 6 to last row right here. Wow, 14 likes. Thank you all very much. Really want to find silver to close out the end of the year with silver. I think next year I really don't hunt quarters that often. I can't carry a box of quarters. That's why I always get like 10 rolls at a time. Now, recently I had 2 Standing Liberty quarters. Somebody said they was faking it, but I called the dude up. He went around to banks dropping off his low-end quarters for people to find roll hunting. He said he knows a lot of people roll hunt quarters, and he had it in there in one, and the other one, I dumped it out. Actually, I dumped it out. You can watch the video of me dumping them out. It's right beginning December. There's a nice 63 looking. There's some damage to it. Yeah, damage across the back. It is in Denver by 9 RPM. Maybe I also got to find adjusted the piece so I can sue somebody for the rest of the money in my vehicle they destroyed. Hit my car while I was at my desk and totaled it. Been paying on it since. Nope. No spear yet gone to that. Spear bison actually is a die crack in the die that just shows up as a raised portion. So they call it the spear bison. Six. Still need to check my laundry. That thing only ran for 10 minutes. Last time I was doing that, pulling the dryer out and taking the hose off the back, blowing out with the yard blower to clean out the lint. It gets trapped up in there, but I got a metal one. It should be doing to the metal one. Okay, go to sleep. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping in. 15 people. No silver yet. We did find a buffalo. That had a nickel date. It is in 1920. It's hard to see. But it is the 1920 buffalo, so we did get that. Pretty much worn down. So that's the oldest nickel we found. If they have errors on them, they can be worth some money. There are some double dies. Picture Rocks on the obverse has a double die. Is in the Modern God We Trust, which I found one. Saltwater Bay has a couple double die obverses. They did make the last 2 years of the state parks. Well, 2019, 2020, West Point minted $2 million each of the state parks. $1 million was sent to Denver of each of those, and $1 million of each was sent to Philly. So $5 million went to both of them and shipped out. So you want to look for the W below In God We Trust. Also in 2020, they put the Privy Mark V75, which is the end of World War II. They sell from, depending on what shape it is, for $15 to $30, $40 on eBay raw, ungraded. Now I know people have got some graded, and they got they're worth a little bit more money. But if you can find die chips, trying to think of one that I find one a lot. It's got extra. Oh God, I can't think of one. Okay, on the Alaska State Quarter, the bear, there's a die chip that occurs on the claw. Those like coming off the coin. It's called an extra claw. Those at one point were worth $30, $40. Now I think they're worth about $10 a piece in decent shape. It might be a little bit less. I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what's another one. No, not Apostle Island. One. Oh God. Now you got me wanting to look at my book. There's coin tips all over my floor. Yeah, give me a second. Those are 39S that I found this year. And Jefferson Nickel. Semi-key date. Can't think of the name of the quarter. Die chip where? Okay. Here's one I can show you. This is a National Park quarter. This is Voyagers, which is in Minnesota. And if you look right here, got a big massive die chip known as the extra rock. That comes in different sizes, and sometimes you can find it down here. So those can be worth $10, $15 a piece in decent shape. So yeah, you can find. I actually learned by Googling errors on the National Park quarters. That's how I found that one. Oh, my penny roll tubes. Oh. So yeah, there are errors on the quarters that can make them a little bit more valuable. If you have Shield Sense, I don't know what part of the country you live in, but if you go to Wexler's 2024 Shield Scent, I will look at them. If you find them in very good condition, then you might get $10, $15 out of them. And those die chips like that, you might be able to get on eBay like that. I don't know. I can't tell you for a fact what you would get. You can go to eBay and look at previous sales on those quarters to see what they sold for. I occasionally say sell bills on eBay, but not coins. I sell the coins on Whatnot. 67. 9 SMS. The heck? I won't give financial advice out like that, but if you do your research, you might be able to find what you're looking for. But yeah, you can sell Era coins on eBay. I recently bought is the Delaware State Quarter, the spitting horse, the die crack that comes out of the horse's mouth, and it runs to different lengths along his face, coming off of his mouth to the edge of the quarter. Those can be has some value to them depending on how long that crack is. Yeah, if I was you, I'll go look at eBay sales. Now, I'll tell you this, most of your coins are going to be out of Philadelphia. Fourth to last row. Octave Slow 7, hello. This is crazy. I didn't know I got my YouTube channel up on my computer with the volume turned down low. It only shows one like on there. I'm looking at my phone, I got 16 thumbs up. Ooh, we got a nice, basically it's an 8055 Killboat as a roll ender. Oh, Courtworld Luster. I may end keeping this one. No, we got some damage up there. Never mind. This is a nice one. Like I said, we'll be back checking these starting tomorrow. I won't be doing them live back checking because it takes a while. Six. I want to find silver, but I'm getting very thinking it's not going to happen. I'm been on now, an hour and a half. That ain't bad. An hour and 38 minutes. I'm almost done with these nickels. See, if the holiday season with the 5-day weekend, 2 weeks in a row, I have a chance to actually search more for errors and varieties on these nickels than I normally would. Hoping a back check, I find the 2009s, the 2024s. Finally, we're starting to see all the 2025s come out. For some reason, Louisiana is one of the last states those coins start to appear in. And they've been having for months. Semi-uncirculated, 24 Denver. Okay. No silver yet. Still looking, got 3 rows left. Actually, tomorrow I gotta cut some styrofoam up, put into a window. About 3 years ago, my AC went out. I had to get a window unit. So what I did was put a window unit in, left it in, And what I did was, at the time, I just stapled a blanket above my little header that I made to keep the cool air in. I used my fan to keep that one room cool. Well, it's going to really drop down to the 20s, maybe the upper teens, Sunday and Monday night. And that thing's a piece of thin plastic, and that doesn't hold heat. So I got some extruded foam. I'll be cutting some pieces to shove up in there to keep it from flowing, keep the house a little bit warmer in that room. Send me Denver. '68 Denver. So next year, we're going to see how long it takes to fill up the books. Jefferson Nichols. Now it's going to be strictly roll hunting. So for that, I need to go buy some books. Now I'm not going to buy the first Jefferson Nichols book. For this, I'm trying to fill out. Besides my nice Whitman book. So, '79. This one. 2000. 1940. There's a second 1940. It's a Philly. Somebody damaged it, but we'll take it. What was this one? Yeah, that was also a Philly. Cool. Okay, so Asa. Oh no, I put those in the wrong bucket. God dog it. Oh well, I'll get them back out later. Yeah, it's almost went to the wrong bucket. Okay, I'm going to get the last two rows, put them on top. Okay, I can't read that. Hold on. Oh, what the heck are you talking about, bro? Please don't talk like that, please. Oh, what the heck are you talking about? Still no silver edge. It's going to be strange if I get skunked out on a box. 2 weeks, twice in a row. Oh, shoot, it's 1:21 a.m. I didn't know what time it was. Jesus. I gotta take a shower. Take my meds. That's why my feet are starting to hurt again. Well, we got one buffalo. If no silver, at least we got the buffalo tonight. $63. Bad shape. Okay, we got one more roll left, and if that's not it, that's gonna be the end of this hunt until I do all my back checks. Looking for beehives, die cracks, any type of doubling. Last row. That's cool. Most of my VDBs are G4 condition. I actually sold one on Whatnot for $15. I got two sitting on my desk right now I need to sell. When I'm gonna do that this year is when I do not have a box of nickels, I'll be selling on Whatnot that weekend. Because I'm trying to do a sell a month on Whatnot. My neighbor's got a rooster that will not go to sleep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, the dang rooster's crowing down the street. Y'all can't hear it, I can. They don't get skunked out on silver, y'all. Yep, I'm gonna get skunked out on silver. And maybe next year I'll have better luck. Well, that is going to be, that's the end of that row. The last row of the box. Last row of nickels for the year. So we have one buffalo, two 1940s, a 41, a 42, 47, 48, 52, 53, 454 Ds, 57, that's 56, Philly. So let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 nickels found. And plus 1 buffalo. Well, y'all, it's after 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get off. Thank y'all for coming out. Now that you need to get graded. Colonial coins are very, very expensive and extremely hard to get a hold of. So y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all for coming out tonight for the last nickel hunt of the year. It's been on for 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's 1:27 a.m. I'm going to get off. Y'all have a good evening. Happy New Year. And hopefully I get everything back checked by next weekend and have a video out on my back checks. So I'm going to leave all this out for the back checks. Y'all have a good evening and Happy New Year. And remember, check both sides of the coins. You never know what you're going to find. Just want to stop.